What is the rarest 12-kilometer egg hatch that you have ever had? That's the question for today. Welcome in, everybody. I hope that you're good. And I wasn't expecting to see a snowy cast form today. It's about the sunniest day you could possibly imagine. So, we have just completed the Catching Wonders MasterBall Research. So before we go ahead and claim our third Master Ball, I want to see today, can we get anything that's worth using on it? So we're going to do a Roar of Time Daily Incense for 2 hours, see if we nab ourselves a Galarian Bird that might qualify. We've also got, as I mentioned, I think the rarest 12-kilometer egg hatch you can possibly get. And also, we managed to get a shiny Pidgey today, which is rather nice while driving around doing a few errands. So let's go ahead and claim some XP, some Stardust, those Ultra Balls, Max Revives, and Silver Pineapps. And our final encounter for the research. Why? Actually, in the Lord God Almighty's name, why Whiscash is in that research, I do not know. Somebody, maybe you can inform me in the comments, but how is that masterwork worthy? Genuinely, how is that master, like, not even a shiny potential on a Whiscash? And the thing is, there's somebody saying maybe it's a Got Baguettes Lads PvP kind of thing, but you need different stats. Obviously, research stats don't really qualify for this unless I think you're going Ultra League, perhaps. This ticks off 5,000 dust and 5,000 XP, and we have received a Master Ball for the third time in Pokemon Go. And I want to see if we get a Galarian Bird spawning today. We're not going to walk around the park. That's one thing. I think the park stops the Galarian Bird spawns a little bit. We're going to walk around the streets that loop the outside perimeter of the park. Let's pop on over because there is a Patreon member from Germany who is here for the community day and we have a lucky trade with him. So check this out. Happy birthday to Christian.
Thank you very much.
One of the longest standing Patreon supporters of mine and, well, travelled all the way over from Germany for the community day weekend, more so his birthday weekend. But with Lucky Trade,
yes,
and we decided to do Poipole for Poipole and see how that goes. So we both got 2, and well, he got a 98, so it's Lundo or nothing. Lundo birthday would be great.
Yep.
Fingers are crossed. Both mine courtesy of Derby Russ for the Wonder ticket, but one's 89, and as you can see, this one, it can only go up for you.
Yep. And so mine that I'm giving out is 82. So.
Okay. So it could go down technically, but let's hope not. So
fingers crossed.
Very best of luck for a birthday Lundo, mate. 702 is the magic number.
The magic.
Come on. In the Beast Balls as well, that's nice. Nice little touch. And Thursday we'll be able to evolve these, which would be amazing. Oh, so close.
That's even close. 698.
698 for Chris, and
it's
you
good
98. Thank you very much
great.
indeed.
So mine is a 96, but a good 96. So that worked out fine.
Your Poipole luck is good. A 98 and a 96 lucky.
So you got a lucky to evolve.
Fantastic. We get to name this Christian with maybe some. Yes, we've got character space. Fantastic. Thank you very much for the lucky trade.
You're so welcome, mate.
I hope it was somewhat of a birthday present.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. Definitely.
So there we have it. Not only is that completing the whole Wonder ticket kind of thing, thank you so much, Christian, for the lucky trade. Been lucky friends for a fair old while, because the last time we saw him was London Go Fest, where he actually won the first ever live Chasing the Tail, but we failed to push the record button for the podcast episode, so it never went in the show. But you should go and drop a download to the Incense podcast. We mentioned it yesterday when Mark and Ian were down for the community day. Episode 171 is available across all podcast platforms. But that sets up Thursday's video very nicely. We might need a little bit more Poipole candy, but we've got some rare ones. We'll be raiding tomorrow as well, so not a problem on that front. But thank you, Chris, for the lucky trade. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, thanks Derby Russ, who actually gifted us the whole ticket for the season. Before we do the Daily Incense, I want to take you back 2 days before the community day happened. So it was Friday, where we had 12Ks going off, and we're going to hatch them now, and I was expecting maybe we could get a shiny from it, maybe shiny Pancham. I do still need the Sandile, and I wasn't thinking too much of it, to be honest. We got, it looks like 3 Salandits, which is something. I was like, that's kind of cool. Shit, maybe one of them's female, that'd be great. I haven't lucky traded one of them. I was thinking maybe a lucky female trade would be on the cards. That's all good. And then I pulled up, obviously, the stats afterwards. And I spotted 641 CP Salandit. That's the highest CP for that Pokemon I've ever seen. And I check it, and I check the stats first, and it was a Hundo. That's really rare in itself. Hatching a Hundo Salandit is actually insane, but then I checked the gender tag and it was the female. Not only is it's insanely rare, if you don't know, to hatch a female Salandit, because it's like a 12% chance or something like. It's super rare. The male hatches more commonly and only the female is able to be evolved to. But hatching the Hundo female that can be evolved is one of the rarest things that could possibly happen in Pokemon Go at all. I'm still kind of mind blown that that's happened. Yeah, eventually we should get the XL candy to evolve it, and I may hit the evolve button on it later in this video. We've hatched the rarest thing I think possible from a 12-kilometer egg. Not only that, today while wandering around we hatched a 2-kilometer egg and got another shiny Solosis. So that's the shiny family complete, which we might actually evolve and get sorted today as well. Last couple of days have been really, really solid, but now it's time to see if we can find something that's Master Ball worthy. So what we're going to do is going to pop that Daily Incense down and quickly roar of time for the maximum of 2 hours, 100k dust. Let's see if a Galarian Bird comes this way, and I really hope something will actually be Master Ball worthy, because now we've got 3 in the storage. They're sort of, I don't know about you guys, I've seen a lot of people saying they use their Master Ball, maybe they stack them as well. It's very much a divide. It's not the worst thing in the world, because I suspect we might get 2 a year. We got 2 last year, we've had 1 so far this year. I think we could get another one soon. Well, that's not a bad Daily Incense spawn. It's not shiny, but Gengar, actually one of the few things that can be shiny as an evolved form due to its mega, of course. 1857 CP. It shouldn't. Just as I'll say, it's not going to be too much trouble to hit the excellent and get it caught, but thankfully bad throws still do the same job. Let's just see what the next spawn's going to be, shall we? Picky Peck. Oh, hotly tipped to be either June or July Community Day, depending on if they decide to put Gumi in June or July. No way do we just B-rolling and get a Galarian Zapdos. Let's go. That couldn't really have gone any better in terms of a B-roll clip. I was waiting for the Zygarde cell to appear at the end of the 2850 non-boosted. So there's a Go Hub article. By the way, a lot of people asked on the previous Master Ball video what on earth this link was. I'm going to put it in the pinned comments below this video. It is an article with a load of data composed by, I forget the guy, is it Benry on X. You can find the article on Pokemon Go Hub itself. Great resource for anything Pokemon Go related, not dissimilar to Leak Duck, etc. But what's your chance of a wild Galarian Bird 100% IV? And somebody did a load of math, so we need to go down to Galarian Zapdos here. It's not there. You can see there at the bottom end of the graph, it's very high level, but it's not there. It may be a Galarian Bird, but we're going to go on Raz and we're going to excellent throw this thing. Not Master Ball worthy in my view, because those stats, you might see that CP, but it could mean 14 different combinations of IVs. Easy excellence on the Zapdos, but it's not going to catch, I can guarantee you that thing. One roll and out, and forever it's gone. As expected. Oh, and 3 2Ks. Come on, these are probably going to... Solosis, not shiny this time. And Fletchling. Where's Miss Zygarde cell? That's what I want to do. Gothita. Still don't have the Gothita. Maybe the 2-kilometer race can deliver that. But I don't think a Zygarde cell's appeared yet again. Shot number 2 of the day. Galarian Moltres, come on. Right, I'm going to find... Well, there's a little bit of shade here. I'm going to hide here. It is a dark type. So, 1682, non-boosted. This time we do need to scroll down a little bit to find Moltres, and 1632 is right bang in the middle where you can find, what, 46 to 56 different combinations of stats dictated to that CP number. So unfortunately, this is not going to cut the mustard, but I'm really hoping that once again we can hit that excellent. Yes! Come on, excellent throw. Not that these excellents really do anything, because one roll and out, and gone again. The reason, and I think a lot of people might be on the same strat as this, why I'm not using my Master Balls on random Galarian Birds, twofold. First and foremost is that the stats are random, so you could get basically anything. You could Master Ball a 7, 5, 12 stat Zapdos, and it's kind of like, okay, now you've got it. I have one of each of the Galarian Birds in my storage already from 22 and 23, including an 87% Zapdos, which isn't too bad. However, they will become a shiny in the game eventually. And who knows, given how Pokemon Go works, whether they will be guaranteed catches like normal legendaries from raids, etc., or will they be the same like 0.2% chance of a catch as they are currently. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to hang on to 3 Master Balls so that we can Master Ball 1 each of the shinies if and when they drop. It may be a long time, and we may have a lot of Master Balls before that happens. However, I'd rather be prepared, but we have about 45 minutes of raw time left and another 15 minutes of Daily Incense, so I'm going to nip home for a bit of hydration. Well, as we collect a Surskius off of the Daily Adventure Incense, not much shiny luck or anything off of the Daily Incense, however, you can never fail a perma-boosted shiny. Very nice. And that is actually a little level 1 shiny Absol. So we will red ball it. It's a beautiful red shiny. 1 in 64 because it originated in raids, I believe. 32 CP, 0 star. Cannot argue with a nice little shiny, but we only have about 20 or so minutes remaining of this Daily Adventure Incense. Will there be a 3rd Galarian Bird for our 100k dust? Because currently we're sitting at 50,000 dust per Galarian Bird. Oh my god, Dunsparce. How does a Dunsparce even jump? That's a genuine question. Now we should have, is that our final one? That's our final spawn, a Ralts. Thankfully there's a bench right here, because 17k, something like that. Let's see. Oh, if the Ralts could catch, that would be wonderful. Daily Incense complete. 2 Galarian Birds, but neither caught, unfortunately. They weren't on the 100% IV range, unfortunately, so 217 Pokemon caught. No shinies off of Daily Incense, and to be honest, nothing amazing. I was waiting to see if I get a Lucky or a Hundo, but since the Hundo has arrived from this 12km egg first off, let's get, is it called Salazzle? I think, Salazzle into the Pokédex for the first time, obviously. Obviously. No idea when this shiny will come out in the game, but brand new, and who doesn't love 100% straight into the Pokédex? Fantastic. And I really like the design of this Pokemon. Very, very cool. From Alola, Generation 7. I'm not overly sure if it's that usable as a Pokemon, to be honest. 100%er. One of the rarest things in the game, I'd be confident in saying. Have you got one of these? That's one thing done. Now we need to look at the Solosis, because I think this one is the best IV one, 91%er. Let's evolve this shiny family, because this time last week we were a BG head and we hatched one. So 1 per week for me. Very nice indeed, having arrived in the Psychic Spectacular event not too long ago. What is this Pokemon? I forget these Pokemon, what they're called. Duosion. It's such a weird Pokemon. And let's get this thing. Again, I forget these Pokemon, because we always make the joke on the Incense podcast that Solosis looks like a translucent testicle, but it's meant to be an embryo of some sort. That's quite a nice shiny. I honestly forget what the regular thing looks like, but great to have that ticked off in the shiny dex. That. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but that's actually quite a nice distinct shiny. Cool stuff. So there we go, shiny dex and a 100% dex entry, as well as a lucky 98% Poipole that we'll be doing the evolution with, definitely, on Thursday. Thursday is the day when Naga Nadell will arrive to Pokemon Go. But a massive thank you to every single one of my amazing Patreon supporters. We say it all the time, but I really do mean it. They're the reason I'm able to continue bringing you content, doing the live streams and the live event travel. So thank you so much to every single one of you on the rolling credits at the end of every video here produced on the channel. You can find the Patreon link if you fancy having a look at what that brings you. It's in the description. They get a range of behind the scenes bits and pieces, as well as friend lists, bits and pieces, and some more perks. So there are benefits that go along with being a Patreon member. not just being listed at the end of every single video. LGM Spotlight Hour tomorrow will be live streaming that. However, I have to say I've got a few interesting ideas floating around. I'm going to put them on the YouTube community page with a poll, so you can let me know your thoughts and feelings of future content and what we might try and do first. We've got some collection videos coming up because I did ask about those quite a while ago. We filmed a few of them and one of them should be being posted tomorrow. But if you enjoyed this video, not only should you hit that subscribe button, but you can go and check out either one of these videos on your screen here. They're both fantastic bits of content, and a different variety of things can be found on the channel as well. So we're going to get back into the swing of making more regular uploads, trying some new things with the game, and hopefully providing some entertainment for you all to enjoy. But I'll say until the next time, do take care.